War had its rhythms: march, fire, scream, bleed, repeat. I was used to that pattern. But nothing in my 12 years of service prepared me for what happened on the medical deck of the Vindicator, a coalition heavy cruiser orbiting the scorched world of Tal Shura. I wasn't supposed to be in the medbay. I wasn't injured. I was just delivering a squadmate who'd taken a hit to the shoulder when we breached the alien bunker. Plasma grazed his armor, fused some of it to his flesh. Ugly but survivable. The Vindicator's medbay was a strange mix of coalition design and alien staff. The humans were stretched thin, so the coalition sent us nurses and medics from other member species, like the Viren. That's where I met her. Her name was Lyasa, and she was Viren, a feline humanoid species with silver blue fur, 4 fingers and soft glowing eyes like twin moons. She wore a standard-issue medical exo-wrap on her tail and lower arms. Sleek, competent, expressionless at first glance. But there was something behind her eyes. Curiosity, maybe. Or judgment. I just finished helping my buddy onto the gurney, still wearing my armor minus the helmet. She turned to me, ears flicking slightly. "You can leave him," she said, her galactic common crisp and precise. "He's stable." I nodded but paused. On the table next to my squadmate lay another wounded soldier, this one not human. She was a coalition scout, a Greth woman. Amphibious, skin soft and scaled like iridescent fish glass. She had taken a gut wound. Blood pooled faintly under her. "She's still bleeding," I murmured, gesturing. Lyasa followed my gaze. "Yes. Internal shrapnel damage. We're waiting for stabilizer foam." Instinct overrode the voice in my head telling me to leave. I moved to the injured alien woman and scanned her vitals, then gently peeled away part of the bandage to examine the wound. My fingers moved carefully around the edges, pressing just right to test for internal rupture. I murmured. "If you push too hard here, it'll rupture the secondary liver." There was a pause. Then a voice behind me said with amused detachment, "Too careful for a soldier." I looked over my shoulder. Lyasa stood there, arms crossed, tail gently swaying. "Excuse me." "Yes." She gestured to the Greth woman. "Most soldiers in this war are brutal, indifferent. They hand us the broken bodies and move on. You treat her like she's glass." "Just because I fight," I said slowly, "doesn't mean I don't care what happens after the shooting stops." She tilted her head. "Is that common for your kind? Or are you unusual?" Chuckled. "Maybe a bit of both. Middle A bond beyond the battlefield." I didn't expect to see Lyasa again. But I did. 2 days later, I was back in the medbay with another wounded Marine. Grenade shrapnel this time. She was there again, gracefully moving between biobeds, checking vitals, administering hypos. Efficient. Focused. Then she noticed me. "You again," she said, raising one of her soft brows. "Do humans treat injury as a social event?" Smiled. "Only when the nurse is interesting." She blinked. Her ears twitched once. "Flirtation. Common tactic among human males. Is it effective?" Shrugged. "Depends on the species." To my surprise, she didn't walk away. Instead, she handed me a diagnostic scanner. "Hold this over his chest." "Slowly." Complied. She moved beside me, tail brushing briefly against my thigh as she reached for the regeneration gel. "This one is simple," she said. "No shrapnel near arteries. But he'll be grounded for a week." As we worked, I couldn't help but ask, "Why are you here, Lyasa? The Viren rarely send medical personnel this deep into a war zone." She paused, then answered softly, "I volunteered. My people prefer distance. I wanted understanding. observation, and to see if the stories about humans were true. I grinned. Which stories? That you're reckless, savage, unpredictable, emotional. Her tone was teasing, but her eyes searched mine seriously. But also that you're loyal to a fault, that you love fiercely. And what do you think so far? Her gaze lingered on me. I think you confuse me. Weeks pass. Deeper wounds, softer moments. Time in war has a way of folding in on itself. You lose track of days. Battles blur into each other. But somehow, I found myself making excuses to stop by the medbay more often. A twisted ankle, a bruised rib, a lie about needing antiseptic. Each time Lyasa was there. And slowly, the playful banter turned into something quieter. Trust. Shared stories. She told me about her homeworld, Endara 6, a jungle world of mist and violet leaf trees. I told her about Earth's forests, about rain, about dogs. I've never seen a dog, she admitted one day. Are they truly loyal? Even when you're wrong? They are, I said. They forgive fast. Love hard. She was quiet for a long moment. Then she reached out, fingers brushing the back of my hand. I understand why humans value them. The mission that changed everything. Then came the mission to Arcos Station, a derelict science hub in contested space. Intel said the enemy was gone. They were wrong. We got ambushed. I took a plasma bolt to the shoulder. Crashed behind a half-collapsed console. I don't remember much after that. Just shouting, the whine of gunfire, and pain that wrapped my nerves in fire. I woke up days later in the medbay. And she was there. Her silver-blue fur was matted. Her left ear had a small burn. But she sat at my side, hand on my arm. You scared me, she said. Stupid human. I winced, then smiled. Too careful for a soldier. Her eyes filled with something that looked a lot like relief. Too stupid to die, apparently. Then she did something that shocked me. She leaned down and pressed her forehead to mine, a Viren gesture of deep intimacy. You told me humans love hard, she whispered. I want to learn what that feels like. Ending. The war may end, but not us. I recovered. Slowly. She helped. With more than medicine. With quiet companionship. With hands that knew when to be strong and when to be soft. A month later, the ceasefire was signed. War ended. But I didn't leave. I put in for extended stay aboard the Vindicator. Then civilian transfer to Endara 6. Not because I was running. But because I had found something in Lyasa I never expected to find in war. One night, as we watched a projection of Earth's night sky on the ceiling of the medbay, I reached over and took her hand. You still think I'm too careful for a soldier? Yes. She smiled. No. I think you're exactly the kind of soldier the galaxy needs. And in that moment, surrounded by the quiet hum of machines, under the flickering stars, I realized she was right. Because in a war full of brutality, I'd chosen tenderness. And in return I found love.